Sup, boys? So this is apparently your long-awaited video. I haven't been following Manosphere stuff really at all, like for the past month or two now. It's done, boys. As I said in my previous videos, okay, relationships in the West, it's done. There's nothing really else to talk about. It's time to move on. It's time for me to move on, and quite frankly, it's probably time for all of you to move on too. There's nothing else to say. It's done. It's done. Okay? So I'm not watching a lot of stuff, and it's nothing personal against any of you. Like, I'm not against all of you. I mean, like, there's some of you who are pieces of shit. I mean, let's be real here. But I mean, like, it's really nothing against you guys. I mean, so you got, like, Depressed and Wanted Man. Like, he's making videos and a lot of comments towards me, and Dead Doomer, and whoever else, wants to be friends with me. Okay, look, boys. I've said since the start of my channel, like 7-8 years ago now, I have no interest in male friends. Okay? I've always said this. I've never wavered on this. Okay? That stands today. That's going to stand for eternity. And as of 6 months ago, I have no interest in female friends. Okay? There's only one type of social interaction I want. It's with women, and we know what that is. Okay? So, that's it. Okay? I don't have any interest in male friends. I'm a hermit. I'm a man sent my own way. Okay, pardon me for this like brief little therapy session here, but it's Sunday and I just saw my parents and it was another difficult, hard meeting to deal with. And it goes in line with me being a hermit, like why I'm a hermit. Ever since I was a young boy, basically since like the start of puberty, I've never received advice. I've never had a mentor. Like terms like mentor to me are almost like some happy bullshit word meme. I've never had any of that shit. And the reason why is because like it began with my parents who I've told before, like, what the deal with them. Like, my mom had me when she was 16. Both my parents didn't graduate high school. My dad, bless his heart, I think he means well, but, like, developmentally, he's probably, like, 11, 12 years old in the head. He's a 60-year-old man with, like, a 12-year-old brain. And my mom ain't much better. It's rough, boys. It's hard. I go there, and I just feel so fucking depressed. Because... And the connection with like this video that I'm talking about here is today is that like I knew from even since I was a little boy that my parents, they weren't going to help me with a whole hell of a lot. They mean well, but they weren't going to help me with much. And I could never go to them for advice, any useful help, never in my life. And then as I talked about in my previous video, in my last video, I mean, after that, a lot of people gaslit me. Teachers gaslit me. Religious fuckers really, really gaslit me. Therapists gaslit me. I've been alone. Like, I've been on my own, like, on the path to being a man ever since puberty, really since like 10, 11 years old. I've been on my own. I'm a hermit. I'm a man sent my own way. That's just what I am. Like, I am extremely introverted. Friendship is something that's just, it's foreign to me. Okay? And especially with another man, because, like, as I've said before, like, the friends, quote unquote friends, I would just say acquaintances that I even had in high school and college, all those guys basically left me high and dry the second a woman came in the picture. And that's been my example every time I ever had like a male, like I forced myself to be around. So for you guys who want me to be friends with you, look, I've tried doing it before. I can force myself to do it. Just like how I used to make streams on here. I forced myself to do it, but I fucking hated every single second of it. And every time I've tried to make friends, especially male friends, I've hated every single second of it. It was never beneficial for me. I just felt like shit. That's just what I am. I'm a man that was sent my own way. And, like, I can't relate with others in that regard. So I could even force myself to be friends with you, like Depressed and Wanted Man. Like, I actually wish I could. But, dude, if I just force myself to be friends with you, that's not fair to you, and that's not fair to me, and that's not fair to you. All it's just going to do is lead to, like, disappointment and me being, like, a miserable fuck. Because I hate being around people, dude. I fucking hate it. I'm a hermit, man. That's just what I am. And it's not a slight towards Depressed Unwanted Man. Well, Dead Doomer. Okay, Dead Doomer's a little different. Because, like, he knows a couple of things with him. Like, first off, Dead Doomer never shuts up about Hormaxer. And that dude is trouble. I want nothing to do with that. Hormaxer is a self-admitted fucking pedophile. He's online here, like, harassing, like, young kids on Omegle. Like, the community around him is just all kinds of fucked up and, like, feds. Man, I don't want to go all reform stoic, dude. But the dudes that, like, are in, like, Hormaxer's little segment there, like, feds galore, shady. No, I'm not doing that, bro. And the problem is, like Dead Doomer, you talk all the fucking time about him and, like, the other Polish freak, and, like, dude, I want nothing to do with any of that. Especially in the current, you know, the way things are with current events. I want nothing to do with that. And like, you're into this, like, tranny shit, and you want to fuck dudes in the ass or whatever, or fuck trannies in the butt. Like, dude, it ain't me, man. No anal. No anal here. I don't even want to give anal to women. Like, I think it's gross, okay? So it's like, dude, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, you've been cool with me, and I used to enjoy going to your streams and stuff, but I mean, like, dude, we're not going to be best of buddies, man. Like, again, like, I'm not capable of doing that shit. So, what else is there? And about Amanda, like, I don't even know, like, where that came from. Okay, yeah, I know I used to, like, leave comments on Amanda's videos, like, 6 months ago. Yeah, because I was still being stupid then. As you see from, like, Amanda's videos, like, she makes them, like, in a similar way that Rowan used to make. And then I'm like, oh, Amanda could be in the next row. And yeah, and I was a fucking idiot, and it's stupid, and I'm not doing that shit again. No, I'm not simping for her. I'm not giving her attention. Okay, Amanda's been nice to me. She gave me a lamp. I got no problems with her, but, like, dude, I'm not entertaining whatever the hell she's doing. Okay? I have no interest in her other than wanting to put my penis in her. Other than that, no, I'm good. I don't really want to. We're not even, like, I'm not even compatible with her in any fucking way. I mean, like, she does, like, her little fake happy, like, streams. Like, I don't like that. She's had, like, drug problems. She's like a drug addict. I'm not dealing with that shit anymore. Believe me, no. I'm done with that fucking shit. You're in drugs. Lord, no. And, I mean, how do I nicely say this? A lot of times when I think of Amanda, I just make, like, Scott Adams meme faces. I just do, like, the smug shrug, like, well, if you want to do that, Amanda, pay the toll. So, you know, that's what she wants to do. That's not my thing. She seems like a nice girl, but, like, we're not compatible in any way. And if you want to simp for her, and all you dudes want to simp for her, whatever, dude. Whatever. Do whatever the hell you want to do. I'm not doing that. No more simping here. Still, we're a quarter of the way through 2023. No simping here. I'm sticking through it, boys. I think we're going to make it. So, yeah, I don't know what else to really talk about. Well, some things about Depressed Unwanted Man. I guess he's starting therapy now. He's paying for it, $150 a session. Ooh, yikes. I would not do that. I've talked about my thoughts on therapy before. I don't like fully dissuading someone away from doing therapy because I can see a scenario where it could be beneficial. I've had therapists in the past who actually were pretty good. Of the 28 that I've seen, I've had probably 2 who were really good. And it just so happened that both of those were, like, One was an older lady named Ellen, and she was like near retirement. And she just took like a great liking to me, and she would like talk to me after session, and she took like great interest in at least learning my position. I mean, she was a woman, so she would still like tell me to stuff like, "Oh, well, you know, women get pregnant and we have periods, and it's not easy for us." Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah. But at least she did. At least she like tried listening to me and reasoning with me. Then the other one I had was Andrew, and he was like a soy boy, but he was probably the only therapist I ever had that like kept it real with me. Like he would genuinely talk about like, yeah, like this shit sucks for dudes. Yeah, it's hard with women. Like they're the way they are. He was the only one who ever really kept it real with me. But unfortunately, I saw him. It was like for 2-3 sessions. Then he got another job. He probably got replaced because he's not like in like the feminist cabal. And like I checked his career afterwards, and he always has like a new job like every year. So yeah, if you're not like spewing feminist propaganda as a therapist, you're probably going to lose your job a whole hell of a bunch, and probably be forced out of the field soon enough. So yeah, I mean, like if you can find a good therapist, I mean, I could conceivably see it working. It's going to be really hard to do. And you pretty much need a male therapist. And as you've seen, I think you mentioned in your video, you just mentioned, oh, well, there were only female therapists. Yeah, because like females are like at least 90% of like the mental health field. You know, you get all the normies in the comments to say, oh, we'll just go get a male counselor. It's like, there's none out there. And then most of the ones that are out there are usually like feminist, like little cuck fuckers. I've talked about some of them before. That piece of shit fucking Mark, that little soy boy, ooh, that piece of shit. Just a sneaky little fucking faggot. So yeah, the odds are low, but I mean, if you want to try, I mean, I don't know, $150 a session, yikes. Oh, whatever. Again, do whatever the hell you want. I don't know. I don't have answers, so I don't blame you for trying. What else is there? Oh, and if you want to go for walks, I actually do think it helps. Like, if you've seen in my previous videos, like, yeah, walking does help. I mean, is it like a great long-term answer? No, obviously not. But I mean, if I didn't go outside like every day, I would be in a whole hell of a lot worse mental state than I am now. I notice it when I'm like stuck indoors for a few days. Like I remember this Christmas, like I was stuck. We had the big snowstorm, and I was stuck in here for almost like a week. And my God, like I was going cuckoo bananas. Yeah, you gotta go outside. At least do something. I mean, apparently you're still working, so I mean that's fine. You know, oh, and as far as like, you know, working, because I know, I saw people in your comments, you know, a lot of them are shitting on like me for like, oh, well, you don't want to be like Todd not working. Fuck off, normie scum. See, that's part of the things that I call gaslighting. Like, you guys remember that, like, I did work like full time for about 15 years. All right, like, yeah, it broke me down and beat me to shit. Okay. Bottom line is, like, as long as you have enough money to live comfortably, fuck what anyone else says. Because nothing else really matters. In my case, I mean, I'm so Jewish that I can live on, like, a nickel. I realize that you actually probably, like, spend money and buy shit. As long as you're living comfortably, nothing else matters, dude. Who gives a fuck what anyone else says, thinks, or says? You know? That's all that matters. You have enough money to do that. If you work part-time, and I think for most lonely men, like, it's probably all you need to do. So, yeah, do that. Fuck whatever else says about that. I don't know, man. The gaslighting towards men to just be, like, cogs in the system, wage slaves, it's really fucking gross, dude. This notion that, like, being a fucking wage slave, especially going to, like, a job, especially the one I was working near the end, like, working at a library, or you're only around, like, older women that just give you, like, the constant fucking death stare every second you're there, every time you deal with them. Yeah, that's really going to make me want to be a part of society, guys. Thanks. And then you get gaslit. Oh, well, that death stare is that's just in your mind. Yeah, fuck your gaslighting, bitches. It was very real. Anyway, I digress. So what else is there? I should probably make a separate video ranting about that. Oh my God, clown world just gets worse every day, boys. Every day it gets worse. Anyway, that's enough for this one. Bye-bye.